All right, today we're jumping into something I think we can all use, a kind of DIY guide for finding some balance and, well, sustainability in our lives, especially when the world feels like it's just spinning way too fast. So let's get right into it. Let me ask you something, and I bet you can relate. Do you ever just feel like modern life is too much? Like you're just constantly trying to keep up, caught in this current that's moving way, way too fast? So, where is all this coming from? Well, there are a few big pressures at play here. For one, just the insane pace of society, right? Everything just feels like it's getting faster and faster. And on top of that, you've got this constant push from materialism and consumerism, that feeling that you always need to get the next best thing. It's a really powerful combination of stuff coming at us from the outside. And what does all that do to us? Well, it's pretty profound. The idea is that it creates this kind of dual deprivation. It's a weird phrase, but what it means is we end up feeling deprived on two levels, spiritually and materially. It's this strange paradox that leaves us feeling completely unbalanced. And that's where things like frustration, disappointment, and just total burnout start to creep in. Okay, I know that sounds pretty bleak, but here's where we make a turn. What if there was a way to fix this yourself? A kind of DIY approach to tackling this imbalance, a way for you to actually take back some of the control. And that brings us to the core concept here, life sustainability DIY. So what is it? Think of it as a method to consciously take those negative thoughts and feelings and actively repair or transform them into mindfulness. And look, we're not just talking about a quick fix to feel better for a day. The real goal is a fundamental shift, something that can actually turn your life around. It actually has another name, which I think is just brilliant, life environmentalism. It frames it so perfectly, doesn't it? I mean, we talk all the time about taking care of our external environment, the planet. This is about applying that same idea to our internal environment, actively cultivating our own mental and emotional ecosystem. So, what's the end game here? What are we trying to achieve? It's really about making a conscious choice to shift away from things like mental tension, physical exhaustion, and that feeling of despair, and moving towards a state of inner peace, real contentment, and tranquility. I mean, who doesn't want that? Okay, that all sounds amazing in theory, right? But the big question is, how does it actually work? What's the real mechanism here that makes this transformation happen? Well, the entire philosophy, the whole thing, really hangs on one single powerful idea. And it's this: the environment changes according to the mind. It sounds simple, but that little phrase is the absolute key to this whole approach. So let's break that down. The crucial thing to get here is that this isn't about changing what happens to you, the external stuff. It's about changing how you interpret what happens to you. It's about your internal perspective. By consciously choosing to see things in a new, more positive light, you literally create a more positive state of mind for yourself. Your inner world starts to actually shape how you experience the outer world. And I really have to stress this is not a one and done quick fix. It's a continuous process. It's a practice. But it's a practice that, if you stick with it, can literally reshape your destiny because it sets off this incredible chain reaction. And here is that domino effect in action. Just look at how this flows. It all kicks off with your thoughts and your words. Those directly influence your actions. And when you repeat those actions enough, they become habits. Your habits, over time, are what shape your character. And at the end of the day, it's your character that determines your destiny. See? It's this perfect, unbroken chain that starts with something as small as a single thought. And that, right there, is the most empowering part of this whole idea. Because that very first link in the chain, your thoughts, your words, that's the one thing that is entirely within your control. Even tiny, small shifts in how you think day to day can create this massive ripple effect over time that can completely change where your life is headed. So, to wrap this all up, I want to leave you with a little challenge, a call to action. Don't get overwhelmed thinking you have to change everything all at once. Just think about today, right now. Can you pick just one negative thought and consciously try to flip the script on it? See it from a more mindful perspective? So, for example, instead of thinking, I'm stuck in traffic, this is awful, I'm going to be late, maybe you could try reframing it as, okay, looks like I've got a few extra unexpected minutes to listen to this or just breathe. Because that right there, that's where the real work begins.